Hi, and welcome to the Haverhill Journal, where we give you a quick look each week at what's going on in our city. I'm Lindsay Paris, and this week we're spending time with a Haverhill fixture that's celebrating its 75th year and learning more about a fun new play spot for kids and the opening of a summer mainstay downtown. But first, by an overwhelming majority, Haverhill voted for a new Hunking school Tuesday night. Voters chose to move forward with the debt exclusion to fund the project by a 73% margin. Over 6,500 votes were cast, a higher than expected turnout thanks in part to a strong grassroots campaign across the city. The Journal went down to Hunking to catch students' reaction to the great news.
Years of planning and effort paid off Tuesday night when Haverhill residents voted overwhelmingly in favor of building a new Hunking school. The polls saw a steady stream of voters casting their ballots, with a large majority in favor of the first new school to be built in Haverhill in 16 years. Hunking students were overjoyed to hear the news.
So tell me how you felt when you heard the new Hunking school had passed.
I felt pretty good because my mom works here, so she was happy too. And then it'd be good to have a new school built because this one's not really amazing.
I felt great because my mom worked really hard on that. She was one of those ladies who just went out there and held a sign. Went to every meeting.
I was doing my little dance, I found out, partying.
I felt good because it's going to be better for our school and our community and stuff.
We were really excited. I mean, I think the biggest part was the sense of collaboration and community about it. I mean, it was a complete community effort. Everyone from the superintendent, the mayor, the school committee, city councilors came out in support of it. But I think the most overwhelming part of it was the parents. This really is their victory, and it's a result of their work. And it really started absolutely as grassroots as it can be. It was started by a group of parents around a coffee table who just laid out the plan and said, this is how we're going to attack this problem. It grew from there to doing some fundraisers to try to get money for flyers, for mailings. It grew from that point to where more people got involved. They organized. We went out on Saturdays and knocked on doors and spoke to residents and just tried to explain to them why building a new school for these students was worthwhile. I'm really happy for them, I'm happy for the students, and I'm happy for the people that come to work here every day. And so now we'll have a building that will be of the caliber that the students deserve.
I thought it was awesome that they were making a new school. I mean, it's just really cool because, I'm not going to be here, but it's good that the other kids are going to be here.
I know that I'm not going to be here, but for the other people that are going to be here, it's actually really good for them to have a new school.
The new Hunking school is planned to be a 3-story, 148,000 square foot facility that will house 1,005 students from around the city. The preliminary design divides the building into 3 sections, a lower school wing for kindergarten through grade 4 students, and an upper school wing for 5th through 8th graders, with a central cafeteria, gym, and community space joining the two. Construction will begin in the spring of next year.
This actually will be my 4th building project that I've, as a principal, been through. And so I will tell you that, as a lot of people were really excited about the new building, as I was having a conversation with the superintendent this morning, I said, oh, now this is where the fun really begins. Because what people don't realize is that you now end up with a $62 million construction site in your front yard. And managing that on a day-to-day is really pretty significant. But every time I've been through the process, at the end of it, as exhausted as I was always very glad that we did it, because the outcome certainly is worth it. From here, we already have an architect, and we already have some preliminary plans that are drawn. They'll move to the next phase of that, which is starting to work on more detailed design plans. There's a number of logistical steps in it. But now that the town has voted it in, that's when you'll really start to see the speed of this project pick up. There's been a ton of people that have been thanked. All the politicians, the local elected officials, the parents. But there's one group of people that maybe have gone unrecognized and certainly deserve thanks, and that's the children. They're a group of people that really need to be thanked for their patience and for their excitement. The reason we're doing this is for them. And to just see their excitement when we talked about the fact that we're getting a new building, it makes it all worthwhile. So if there's a group of people that need to be thanked, it needs to be the children.
Although the kids were thrilled to hear about Tuesday's results, their Bobcat pride was evident.
I like Hunking because of how nice everyone, it's like a big family kind of.
I love Hunking because it has great teachers, great students, and great people.
Most of the teachers are great, but myself, I like gym as a subject, so
like to do work and see Mr. Falcone and Mr. Gage every day. And I just really like coming in and like working.
My favorite thing about going to Hunking is probably the teachers, because they're all really nice and it's really fun to go to school here. I think they're really lucky, and I think it is good that the younger kids are going to get a chance to go to a better school. Not like this one has like the cracks and stuff in it, and it's nice that we're getting a new one.
Congratulations to all the Hunking families and supporters who have been working tirelessly on this campaign. The new Hunking School is planned to open in spring 2017. There are many unique things about our city, but one of the most extraordinary may be the fact that Haverhill boasts the only remaining Sons of Italy drum and bugle corps in the U.S. Formed by a small group of city Italians in 1939, you've seen them marching in the Santa Parade, the Feast of St. Anthony's, and over 20 other parades every year. We visited their June 1st Memorial Mass to hear more about how this strong tradition carries on.
I got involved with the Sons of Italy when I came over from France. My parents came from Italy, where they settled in France, and my twin brother and I came to America, to Haverhill.
It was the day we graduated from grammar school, the 8th grade from Tilton School. That same day I walked over to Mr. Vinny DiProprio's house at 13 years of age, and we joined the drum corps. So from 1949 to now, I've been with the Sons of Italy.
While many area marching bands have disbanded over the years, the Sons of Italy Drum and Bugle Corps is still going strong. We caught up with them on June 1st at their annual Memorial Mass.
So the lodge was formed in 1891. It wasn't actually part of the Sons of Italy at that point. It was just the Victor Emmanuel Association. It was formed for the immigrants that were coming over so they could get health insurance and just be helpful.
They decided they wanted to form the lodge, and then the lodge turned into the drum corps. In 1939, we've been here for 75 years. It's still strong, stronger than ever.
I've been associated with this corps since I was 12 years old. I started just like these little kids. You know, I carried the banner, I marched in the horn section when I didn't know how to play a horn. I jumped into the drum section, I was the drum sergeant, and I graduated to the drum major at this point.
It's really great because it goes from the grandchildren to up to the great-grandfathers, sometimes marching in the same outfit, and it's all family.
I've been in the Sons of Italy since I was a baby. I've been in for probably, I could say, 8 years. I'm the kid that has been here the longest, and Mary called me the leader.
I got involved with the lodge because of my grandfather. He's been involved for years.
My grandfather was a founding member. My father was a member. My brother was a member at one time. His kids were members. It's a family thing.
Being Italian, it's very nice cultural and great community service for my children, and a great honor to honor my heritage.
Well, we've been on national television 3 times. We've performed for a president, 2 governors. We were selected to go to the inauguration in Boston for Governor Cellucci.
Some of the best places we've gone to was going to Boston. There's some places I never even went inside Boston, so it was really fun. It gets crowded, but so amazing.
Right after 9/11, that was September 16th, and we marched down the Cape Cod, and we played the Star Spangled Banner 7 times in one parade. And all the people kept saying, "Thank you, God bless you." They were so happy that we did that. And then we played all patriotic music that particular parade, and it was the greatest parade that I remember.
We have a big group, and we do a lot of little different things, but when it's all put together, it's like putting together the pasta with all these special ingredients, and it comes out very good.
What a great legacy they're carrying on. If you'd like more information on the Sons of Italy, call 978-372-1509 or visit them online at facebook.com/SOIDrum. Kids in the Acre have got their new play space at last, thanks to Team Haverhill's Portland Street playground build last weekend. 30 volunteers spent their Saturday building the new playscape. The wall at the front of the area has been lowered and made suitable for seating, and new mulch distributed around the space, in addition to other improvements. New basketball courts are also being put in by the city over the next few weeks. For more information, visit Team Haverhill's website at www.teamhaverhill.org or visit their Facebook page. Summer is nearly here, and that means the long wait for fresh, locally grown food is over. That's right, it's Farmers Market time. The Haverhill Farmers Market will be opening Saturday, June 28th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. As in years past, there will be over 20 vendors offering fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, honey, syrup, wines, and much more, all locally produced, and you can enjoy live music and entertainment while browsing their selection. Visit the market at its location on Bailey Boulevard next to the police station every Saturday from 9 to 1, June 28th through October 25th. If you have a story or event you'd like to see featured on the Haverhill Journal, call us at 978-372-8070 or email info@mediahc.org. And don't forget to visit us on Facebook or at our YouTube channel, HCTV Haverhill. And that's what's going on here in Haverhill the week of June 12th. Also, the Haverhill Journal would like to wish everyone a happy Father's Day. Don't forget your dads this Sunday. I'm Lindsay Paris, and we'll see you next week.